Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to install Road Armor's Stealth Series rear bumper on this 2017 Ford F-150. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so we have our factory bumper off. The next thing that we need to do is make some cuts. Now depending on which bumper you got and whether you have a bumper that can take a winch or not is going to be two different cuts. So if you have a bumper without a winch, you're just going to make a cut right here, right along this frame, and then take that piece out, and that's going to be it. If you plan on putting a winch in your bumper, you're going to have to cut that, and you're also going to have to cut right along here and cut this piece out as well. So we have a bumper with a winch in it, so we're going to make both those cuts. All right, now that we've cleaned it all up and we got it grinded down, we're going to go ahead and spray paint it to make sure it doesn't rust. All right guys, so we have the jack underneath of our receiver, and that's just to hold it in place for right now, and then we're going to actually remove our wire harness. All right, now I'm going to use a 21mm to remove the 3 nuts holding on our triple bolt plate. And that's why we have our jack underneath the receiver, is to hold it in place when we take this off. So now you can see with our nuts removed from the triple bolt plate, it's not actually going anywhere, and that's because there are retaining clips that are holding it in place. So we're actually going to have to use a hammer to hit it out. So now we're going to cut our bolt plate close to our middle tab, and that's going to create a double bolt plate and then a single bolt plate. Alright, so when you make your cut, this is what you're going to be left with. The double bolt plate is actually going to fit inside your bracket like that. We had to do a little bit of grinding at the top, so it all depends on how close you make this cut to the bolt, but to make it fit we had to do a little bit of grinding. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to drill out this hole and this hole to a 1/2 inch. Alright, so we got our driver's side bracket. We're going to put our double bolt plate through the 2 holes in the back, and then we're going to put that through the 2 holes in our receiver. And then we're going to go ahead and use our factory nuts on the back side. Alright, our single bolt plate is going to go right to the inside of the bracket, and it's going to go through our receiver and into our frame horn. And we're going to put the factory nut on the back. Alright, so we're going to use our provided bolt and washer and go through the 2 holes that we drilled out in the receiver. And on the back side we're going to use a washer, a lock washer, and a nut. So we're going to leave all of our bracket hardware loose for right now so that we can make adjustments, but we're going to go ahead and tighten down our single bolt plate, which is only through our receiver and our frame horn. All right, you're going to want to repeat that process on the opposite side. Next, we're going to reinstall our sensors the same way that we took them out of our factory bumper. Just make sure that the same ones that came out go back in the same direction. Now that we have all of our sensors installed, we're going to install our bracket for our trailer plug. We're going to use 4 Allen head bolts that are provided in the kit and 4 locking nuts. Alright, so now we're going to tighten these 4 bolts down. We got a 4mm Allen wrench and a 3/8 socket. Alright, now you can install your trailer plug. Because that bracket sticks out a little bit, it might not want to clip in. So you just have to get a screwdriver, kind of pry it out a little bit. And you're good to go. So now if you've got a winch or some lights, you're going to go ahead and install those now. Alright, now we have 2 nut plates that need to go on the inside of the bumper. And we're going to use provided hardware, bolt, hex head bolt, and nut. And that's just going to be to hold our nut plate in place. So when we put it up on the truck, it stays there while we try to run some bolts through it. We're gonna go ahead and do that same thing on the other side. All right, we got our truck taped off. I got a couple guys here who are gonna lift the bumper up for me. And then I'm gonna get under there and thread in some bolts. So we are on the driver's side to the right of the frame horn. And we're gonna use 2 provided bolt lock washer and washer and go through the frame, through the bracket, and into the nut plate that we put on the bumper. We're going to do that on all 8 locations. So now we're on the driver's side to the left of the frame horn, and we got 2 more locations that need bolts. Okay guys, so now we can go ahead and adjust the bumper from side to side and up and down. Once you're happy with the alignment, you can go back underneath and tighten the brackets to the frame of the truck, and then tighten the bumper to the brackets, and then we're going to go ahead and wire everything back up. Alright guys, that completes the installation. If you have any questions, give us a call or visit us online. Thanks.